So as you can see here, these are my stats currently for Mass Effect, well, the Legendary Edition anyway. This is for my Gameplay 1, Gameplay 2, and I'm currently up to my Gameplay 3 with the Femship I'm working through now. These are currently the stats. Now, I haven't gone a lot into the stats too much, but I find it fascinating, especially with the deaths and the squads I've picked along the way. So as you can see for Mass Effect 1, Ashley, Rex, Garrus, Liara, Tali, Kaidan, and how long it took me to do my first playthrough for Mass Effect 1 into 2 and 3 as well. Now, what's interesting here, as you can see, is I didn't use Garrus a lot, didn't use Liara. I've used Tali a lot as well over the... Oh, well, for Mass Effect 1 over the course of all the playthroughs. I think it's because I need that engineer, obviously, with electronics. Tali's mainly the one as well. But that's why with currently my new playthrough, with the different playthrough, as I'm calling it, is I haven't used Tali as much at all. And I haven't used Liara too much as well over the, compared to others as well over the playthroughs. So my second playthrough, that was the Renegade Redemption one. But yeah, so the total for Mass Effect, the first playthrough, that's all that there. Yeah, there's no surprises. What do you think? Is there any surprises here? The deaths, quite expected. There's a big of a drop off for Mass Effect 1 in terms of the first playthrough and second playthrough, and I did this on a hardcore level. Mass Effect 2's remained quite consistent. It definitely is the most difficult, I think, out of the three. And I put this here. I actually had 27 Reaper deaths in the... So that is in the galaxy map. I died... when the Reapers chase you in the galaxy map, I've died 27 times on that, which is not good enough. So out of the 98, 27 were from Reaper deaths, with a total of 295. And I don't think I think I did count it, but I didn't die as much. So I just put a 61 here as well, so 216. This is currently where I'm up to for my Femshare playthrough into Mass Effect 1 so far. I've got 48 deaths. And the squad is surprising because I thought I was going to reduce Ashley's time, but I've still got Ashley there. Rex is very consistent. Garrus is consistent. Kaidan is... Actually, I'm surprised more, and Liara's a bit more, and Tali's about the same as well. So I'm up to Virmire currently. Not recording, just going through the clips of that there. And for Mass Effect 2, again, you look at some of these stats, it's quite obvious along the board which ones are my favorite. But surprisingly, Grunt only 4 times in my first playthrough. That was surprising, which Grunt in the second playthrough, definitely more. I like Grunt. I can't believe I only picked him 4 times in the first playthrough. But you go down, like Kasumi is like 12 and 11. But again, the squad mates that you get later in the game, and then Zaid. Zaid. You either like him or don't like him. I actually should choose him more. I think I did in my third playthrough or fourth playthrough. I picked Liara there for 1 and 2 and Joker because you played Joker as 1 for a bit. Jack picked a bit more. Thane is being consistent over the board, but I think in my third playthrough I picked Thane a bit more because I romanced Thane. Mordin, more. Jacob, a little less that time. I don't know why I picked Jacob a lot in that playthrough as well. But yeah, that took like 17, 18 days. I got the dates there as well. It took 104 hours at 41 days. It took 89 days. It definitely took a lot more time on my second playthrough for the Renegade one. And for Mass Effect 3... quite consistent on the board. This is where I think Mass Effect 3 is very disappointing because there's a limit on how many... Not a limit, but it's just how Mass Effect 3's quests go that... you can't even really do much more with these companions. Because I think Garrus and Ashley are so powerful, especially if you give them the right rifles and level them up. Surprisingly, I only picked Liara much. Tally is later in the game, so that's really disappointing. Edie is very off and on. James can actually be alright, so James I picked a bit more times. Rex is just for the, the Shore Leave DLC. Anderson is only at the start. I picked Arya as well. I really do like Arya for the Amiga DLC as well. Javik is very, off and on as well with some of the picks there. But as you can see, definitely over the 2 playthroughs, you know who the favorites are. But obviously the ones that you can pick the most as well. It's the same characters each time, which is disappointing. I wanted Rex more. I'd like to play with Grunt more, Morden more as well, but you can only play them in one of the 3 games, most of them. So yeah, but that's my stats so far. Is there any other stats you want to see? Because this has been very basic. I was picking, how many times I picked squad mates, how many times I died, and that's about it. But yeah, let me know, and thank you all. See you next one.